Prayer makes room for the supernatural power of God to intervene with the natural affairs of life, elevating us above the limitations of the natural. Prayer is a tool God gave us to deal with the things that manpower cannot change. When we hit the wall, God has given us prayer because prayer connects us with the unlimited supply of God's power that is available in the supernatural realm. Through prayer, we create a channel through which that power flows and intervenes with our affairs of life. James paints us a picture. Let's read it quickly. James chapter 5, let's read from verse 16. Confess your trespasses to one another and pray for one another that you may be healed. The effective, fervent prayer of the righteous avails much. The effective, fervent prayer of a righteous man avails much. Other versions put it this way: the effective, fervent prayer of a righteous man makes tremendous power available. And James continues to paint us a picture. He says, Elijah was a man with a nature like ours. He's saying Elijah was a man with the same limitations we have. Elijah was a man with the same weaknesses we have. Elijah experienced the same problems we experience, but he had a game changer. And he tells us, and he prayed earnestly that it would not rain, and it did not rain for 3 years and 6 months. Elijah, a man full of limitation, just like you and I, prayed. He told the nature to stop doing what nature was created to do. And nature stopped for 3 years and 6 months. And then it continues and it says, and he prayed again, and the heaven gave rain, and the earth produced its fruit. James is painting the picture of how powerful prayer in the mouth of a righteous man is. It ushers God's power, or it makes room for God's power to intervene with the natural functioning of the world. Elijah didn't have that power on his own. Elijah could never on his own tell the rain to stop. But when Elijah prayed, God's power intervened and God's power stopped rain. When we pray and we connect with the divine, there's nothing we cannot change. Unless God says that this will not change. But if it's in line with the will of God, there's nothing we cannot change. Prayer is that thing God has given us to elevate us above the limitations of our natural world. Where our flesh can't reach, through prayer we can. Where science can't reach, through prayer we can. Where everyone has said this is not possible, through prayer we can. Because prayer connects us with the supernatural power of God, and there's nothing it cannot do.